Hello, welcome back to the vlog. This week we are going to be doing a whole week of meals together. I decided it'd be fun to share some of our favourite dinner recipes with you, especially for the summer season. Our go-to quick and easy and delicious meals, because that must be one of the hardest things in the world, is trying to decide what to make for dinner. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to share what we really enjoy making. And my prerequisite for all of these is that I didn't want any meals that required me to turn on the oven, because it's just way too hot to do that. So everything is pretty low-key, pretty easy. Isn't going to require too much cooking. I also really like to use as few dishes as possible. So generally I enjoy meals that are one pan if possible. And then I also really love to try and cook seasonally, and so be just using ingredients that are available in summer and are fresh and kind of like in their peak right now. So lots of like light salads and vegetables and just really like fresh stuff at the moment, because that's just the best. So that's really what the goal is for all of these meals, and hopefully they'll all be very quick and simple to put together as well, because we don't have time for spending hours in the kitchen. We want to be getting out and exploring, doing other fun things. So today we are actually making a paella, which we've made quite a few times and we always love. We've got a couple of different versions that we make. Sometimes we make it with chicken, sometimes with prawns and chorizo. All of them are really good. But today we're making it with the prawn and chorizo. So this is going to be very yummy. And this one is actually a one-pan meal, and I love that. So it'll be very simple to throw together. And Dom is going to be my sous chef, right?
Yeah.
Veggies, some carrots, onion and garlic that I've just chopped up. Dom has defrosted and taken the tails off the prawns. And first up we're going to cook all the veggies in the pan. So I've just been heating up the pan as well. Turns out we do actually need to add the chorizo and smoked paprika in with the veggies. I was going to get spicy chorizo, but then I chickened out. What?
Spicy chorizo's the best.
We've got our paella on the stove with the rice and everything in now except for the prawns and the peas. So now we're going to put the lid on and it's going to simmer away for about 15 minutes-ish and soak up all of the moisture and cook and whatnot, and then you stir in the finishing touches before we eat it. just going to plate it up. And by plate it up, I mean throw it in a bowl. And we're going to eat it. Happy Tuesday. Today we are making a tried and true recipe from good old Nadia Lim's cookbook. So over here in New Zealand we have a subscription like meal kit service called My Food Bag that's really similar to HelloFresh, and this recipe book is like a collection of all of those different recipes from that company. And so one of our favorites is this taquitos recipe. So it's a really good like vegetarian weeknight meal that we love. Unfortunately, it does require turning on the oven, so that does break one of my rules, and it does require more than one bowl. So okay, so that's 2 rules. We try to eat several vegetarian like meat-free meals a week because it's so much cheaper and it's better for the environment to cut back a bit on meat and all of that. So that's sort of a goal that we have, and it's quite hard, I find, to actually find good vegetarian meals that even someone who's a meat eater would actually really enjoy and voluntarily have on their menu. So that being said, when you find a good one, it sort of becomes a staple, and so that's what this recipe is. So I'm very excited to share this one with you. We're going to start by chopping everything up, and you kind of like put together this mix. So we'll fry that all up first, and then you lay that out on the tortillas and like roll them up and bake them quickly just to like crisp them up. So that's what we're going to do. First things first, we're going to cook the corn, and the best hack ever is to cook your corn in the microwave. You just throw it in for like, I like to err on the side of a bit longer because I don't like it when it's undercooked. So about like 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I'll give it a go and then let you know. But just put it in like this hole with the husks on and everything. Okay, so we've got the like mixture all ready to go now, as you can see. Oh my gosh, look how amazing this looks. Ooh, yum. So with this, I don't usually put sweet potato in it. That's not part of the recipe at all. We just had some left over and like in the fridge ready to go, so I just wanted to use it up, and so I just threw it in. Kind of the beauty of this, that you can just be very flexible and creative and throw whatever you have in there too, and it'll taste really good. So now we've got this, I want to lay out the tortillas. I also need to turn the oven on. I should have probably done that before, but I did not. So I'm gonna turn the oven on, roll these up, and then you just like brush them with a little bit of oil to help them crisp up. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just going to make a little salad to go with it. I think really basic. Lettuce, cucumber, tomato, just a little something on the side. It is so hot today. Today we are making some corn fritters. So this is another one of our absolute favourite recipes. Usually I make these bacon and corn, but today I'm just going to make them a vegetarian version with chickpeas because one of the other recipes we're using this week, uses bacon, and I prefer not to have too much bacon in 1 week. So we're going to make them corn and chickpea fritters, and it's another one of the Nadia Lim recipes. Ta-da! And I've never made this before, but she also has a little recipe here for a broccoli salad to serve with it, and broccoli was on special at the supermarket this week, so we have a ton of broccoli and I thought I'd try it out, although with a few adaptations because there's a few things we don't have / fennel's gross, so we are going to make that. Also I changed this recipe a little bit because she also mashes up some kumara into it, but I have never and don't see the need to do that. So we are just going to cook the corn in the microwave like we did yesterday, and then chop it off the corn cob and basically just fry up the onions and then mix everything into a batter and then cook them as fritters, and then we'll make the salad at the same time. Should be easy. Just cooked up the chickpeas and the onions, and I just mashed up the chickpeas a bit because then they combine a little bit better into the fritters. Now I just need to cut the corn off the knobs because those are all cooked, and then we're going to mix in the flour and cheese and whatnot into making up the fritter mix, and then we're just going to fry that up. So it's all very easy. Oh yeah, an update. I don't think I told you yesterday. So I ended up cooking the corn for 4.5 minutes. I ended up cooking them for 4.5 minutes, and that was perfect. They were, well, this is for 2 corn cobs. I don't know if you're doing more than 2, you may need a huge microwave for one, but you may also need it for longer. Cleanup crew has arrived. I made a bit of a mess with the corn. For our final meal this week, I made a peach bacon and halloumi salad. I'm sorry that I didn't feel up to talking throughout creating this meal because unfortunately my granddad had passed away the afternoon that I was filming this, and I was still making dinner for us and I wanted to share the recipe with you anyway. So I did film it, I just didn't vlog style talk while I was doing it. But I thought I would just do a little voiceover and chat you through how I was making it. So we really love this salad and it's so perfect for summer. We usually make it with nectarines instead of peaches because we just really love nectarines. It's great because it's really quick and simple to throw together and it's just really easy and that's great. So basically for this recipe, all you have to do is you cut up the red onion and set that aside in a like sugar vinegar mixture, which sort of pickles the red onion and takes away a bit of that bitterness. I really love to actually store red onions in a vinegar sugar mixture and like properly pickle them because that's just so good for in salads, in burgers. I really love it on eggs as well. But anyway, that's aside. And then you just mix together all of the salad dressing ingredients and then you cook all the rest of the stuff. So you fry up the bacon, you fry the nectarines or peaches for a little bit just to get them a little bit kind of softer and maybe a little like browned. And then you fry up the halloumi as well. And if you've ever had halloumi before, it's a very strange cheese. It seems very like dry and like it's not going to be that great to eat, but once you slice it up and you fry it, it goes all like crispy and it's like salty and crispy and it's just so delicious, especially with all of the other flavors in this salad. It just works so well. And once you've kind of cooked all of those other ingredients, you just mix all of them together along with the red onion and some lettuce leaves, salad leaves in a bowl with the dressing. And that's it. It's ready to eat. So it's really simple and it keeps really well. And it's also a great one to take along to a like potluck or sharing barbecue kind of situation because it's a real crowd pleaser as well. So I highly recommend giving it a go.